There are not enough face masks, gloves, ventilators, hospital beds to get us through this.
Very, very unhappy to hear that Rand Paul has been diagnosed with COVID-19.
The Senate did not vote on the House's coronavirus relief bill Tuesday because Senator Rand Paul proposed tacking on an amendment.
Many hospitals are already at capacity or are approaching capacity.
And of course, all the senators are going to seek medical advice as to what action we should take.
There is no real stream in sight from the federal government on where these materials are coming from.
It's worldwide. I think there's room for optimism that this thing may plateau out.
Breaking headline on Capitol Hill. Senator Rand Paul testing positive for the coronavirus.
To make sure that we don't in any way spread this virus ourselves.
Romney's in isolation?
Yes.
Gee, that's too bad. Go ahead.
Detect sarcasm there?
No,
sir?
None whatsoever.
You know, companies are donating what they can. That is great. It is not enough.
In the dark days of our democracy, there is a shining, beaming light for the future. Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's fearlessness has supplanted her as a mainstay.
Targeting a group of Democratic congresswomen, the president saying they should go back to the broken and crime-infested places from which they came.
And her progressive policies have drawn the ire of the racist First Family. With coronavirus rocking the planet, we've seen where Republicans' priorities lie.
The top Republican on the Senate Intelligence Committee, Richard Burr, is under pressure from Democrats and even some Republicans after his decision to sell hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of stocks.
Most notably, Republican Senators Kelly Loeffler and Richard Burr acted on inside info about the coronavirus pandemic, selling stocks in anticipation of a crash, even as they failed to warn the public about the dangers posed by the virus, profiting from the disaster. The Guardian reports Burr unloaded between $628,000 and $1.72 million of his holdings a week before the market tanked. Interesting.
Pro-Second Amendment, pro-Trump, pro-military, and pro-wall.
Loeffler reported 27 stock sales worth up to millions upon millions of dollars on January 24th. Also, her husband is chairman of the New York Stock Exchange. On January 24th, the Senate Health Committee held a meeting to update those sworn in office on the looming pandemic. Then there's COVID-19 testing.
What's up, everyone? It's Rudy Gobert.
Anybody that needs a test gets a test. They're there.
The U.S. does not have enough coronavirus test kits to meet the current demand.
With celebrities, athletes, and ultra-rich politicians having first priority, the system is set up for us to be left in the dust and potentially 6 feet under because of the power dynamic. Senator Rand Paul was the lone senator to vote against a coronavirus relief package last month. In addition to this, Paul also was one of the 8 senators who voted against paid sick leave in a stimulus bill that passed with an overwhelming 90-8 vote last week. Although his offices remain closed, Paul continued to interact with colleagues and even worked out at the Senate gym and was swimming in the pool on Sunday morning shortly before he received his positive test results. You can't make this stuff up. The lack of testing is running rampant. Medical personnel are forced into self-isolation, unable to see their families. People are dying. The elderly and sick of this nation are below people like Rand Paul because Rand Paul says so. They are below corrupt profiteers like Richard Burr and Kelly Loeffler.
You know, companies are donating what they can. That is great. It is not enough.
At least, that is, until AOC put her foot down. The Congresswoman from New York and 2 of her House colleagues renewed the Ban Conflicted Trading Act, where in a press release, Cortez wrote, members of Congress should not be allowed to buy and sell individual stock. We are here to serve the public, not to profiteer. Burr, who during Trump's obstruction of justice during an actual trial, gave out fidget spinners, and was one of only 3 senators to vote against the Stop Trading on Congressional Knowledge, or STOCK Act, in 2012, which banned members of Congress from engaging in insider trading after being signed into law by this man.
It's Mr. Barack Obama!